Welcome to South Today's Sport. After a Super Rugby weekend that proved a useful one for all of the New Zealand franchises on show, starting with the Highlanders overcoming a rugged test against the Bulls before scoring impressively to overhaul their opponents and pull away. The Chiefs won in contrasting fashion, establishing early dominance and a decent lead before having to scramble to protect it. The Crusaders also conceding an advantage but pummeling the Cheetahs by game's end. The Brumbies were another side to defend early points. The Force showed true grit and some to hold out the Waratahs, with a Honey Badger hat-trick thrown in for good measure, and booming Francois Steyn penalties from 60 metres out helped the Sharks overcome a sticky situation in the Lions' den.
I think the Bulls came out and tried to give it to us early on, which is never easy to handle, but the boys hung in there, and then when the Bulls got a bit tired, then we got a few opportunities and we scored a couple of good tries and just defended our hearts out all night.
They did suck it up early because they took a pounding, a physical pounding.
Yeah, and against African teams because they're bigger, stronger, and if they come out with that intensity, you just got to try and hold on as long as you can, and know that you're going to, in the second half, going to get a bit of pay. So I think that's what we did, and did it really well.
How crucial those last 10 minutes first half, not only play well but to score the vital points and lock it up?
Yeah, the same thing. Like if you can withstand that early onslaught, then back of the first half and early in the second half, you can make them pay, because energy-wise they were starting to struggle.
The try coming from the line out with Trevi and Sapawanga combining, how often practiced?
Yeah, it's something that we do put a bit of practice into, but just great running line from Treves, and then a bit of good skill from Lima to finish it off.
And a distinct strategy at line out time, not to contest but try and combat it after they hit the ground.
Yeah, definitely, and I think it worked. I don't think they scored a try from a drive, so if you can stop the Bulls doing that, I think you're halfway there.
Game was won in the 80th minute. The guys still put their bodies on the line. They didn't give up that last try easily.
No, definitely, and I think looking sort of back on the season so far, I think that's probably our best performance, best 80-minute performance. We've been a sort of 50-minute team previous weeks, so just tonight to put that effort in for the whole 80 is pretty pleasing.
What is it about the Highlanders and the Bulls? You've got it over them, haven't we, psychologically and physically at the moment?
Yeah, I guess some teams have that sort of hoodoo against them, and I remember from my playing days that I've never lost in Pretoria against the Bulls, so long may it continue.
I know coaches don't talk about players, but I'm going to make you. How good can Malachi Fekitoa be in his career?
Yeah, he's obviously outstanding at the moment, so with a bit more experience and a little bit more time on the field, I think he could be one of the greats for sure.
What impresses me is how quickly he learns. He's listening, obviously, to instruction and following it.
Yeah, and I think that's, he's come down here with a really good attitude, and I guess trying to prove people wrong in Auckland, and he's one of the guys who put in the most work during the week as far as learning his role and doing his role well. So, he puts in the work, and you can see it out on the field with the physical ability he's got. Those two, that combo is pretty awesome.
We talk about Ben Smith, brilliant in the counter-attacker, but boy, what a magnificent defender tonight. We saw some of those skills. Yeah,
and I guess as a captain, he's leading from the front defensively, but for me, I wouldn't mind him just taking a bit of a spell, knocking those big boys over so we can have them for the year.
And whatever loose forward combination you put out, somebody stands out. Elliott had a big one tonight.
Yeah, I thought the loose forwards, especially with not having our captain out there, were outstanding, Elliott and Gareth, but Shane Christie's been pretty awesome this year, and I think he's same as Malachi, got something to prove, and he's doing it really well.
And just one last player too, Joe Wheeler, another one who really struggled to get a regular spot. He's doing his work.
Oh yeah, Joe's been awesome this year, probably our best lock, and he goes 80 minutes every week, so he's doing a great job at line-out time, but around the field, just outstanding.
Timing of the bye is good. You're going to get a bit of a spell because you're taking on the Sharks. It's a big one and a big trip, so the timing of that's going to come nicely for you.
I think so, and it gives us a little bit of extra time to prepare for the Sharks, and it's going to be twice as hard as it was tonight, and we're going to get the same recipe that we got tonight. We're going to get it again, so I think for us as a team, I think it was a great start to our campaign against 4 African teams, so we know what we need to do. It's just going to be harder from now on.
Vernon, it looked like in the first 30 minutes your 100th game was going to go very well.
Yeah, we started off with a big bang and it all went well, and I think Yeah, I think we actually played well the whole game. I think we had enough ball. We didn't finish, and credit to the Highlanders defence for keeping us out for the last part of the second half.
Yes, high number of handling errors cost you dearly, didn't they?
Yes, no, definitely. I will have to go and look this week. I think it's just a focus thing, and maybe just credit to their defence. I think that's actually the main thing. They rushed up on us, and they brought it to us.
Was it disheartening at half time to see the score at 13-all after all the good work you've done?
I think, they score a good opportunistic try there just before half time, but I think we were still in it. And I think second half we did our part. We just should have kept the ball a bit more.
You'd be happy with the set piece, a couple of tied heads and real pressure at the scrum time?
Yeah, I know, it was a big battle up front. Definitely we'll be very happy with one or two tight heads there. Always good for a front row to get a tight head, so it's good.
The Highlanders seem to be quite happy to let Victor Matfield take the line-outs and try and combat you after that.
They seemed like they're giving us the line-out ball, but they stopped the drives, and the players from the line-out very good, so no, credit to them.
So did you think you had a chance of coming back the last 20 minutes? Was there enough fuel in the tank?
Yeah, I think fuel was in the tank. I think just our error count was just a bit high. I think we could have kept the ball and maybe kept it or a couple of more phases and put them under a bit more pressure. It would have helped.
Bit of an up and down season for the Bulls, and it started slowly, came right, and now starting to slip away again.
Yeah, I think it's always tough on tour. It's hard on tour, but we'll keep on fighting, and that's the spirit of the Bulls. So we'll keep on fighting and take it to next week.
Proud moment for you, nevertheless, to rack up that 100.
Yeah, no, definitely. I must say it's an amazing achievement. Great to be part of it, and awesome day.
All right, tell us about your first game. What are your vivid memories of that?
Yeah, I know. First one I can still remember it very clearly. It was a 2008 season opener in Newlands down in Cape Town. It was a packed Newlands crowd, and they're always nice and loud. So no, I remember it clearly. So it was a good day.
We came with a game plan. I think we executed as best as we can, and I'm real proud of the defence. We showed a lot of character out there, and so I'm so proud of the boys. We sort of knew it was going to take an 80-minute performance to get the win, and we didn't panic, and we didn't sort of go out of our systems, and we ended up getting the win in the end. So that's all that matters.
Anything more satisfying than a work move that you've practiced that went off the back of the line?
Treves was almost half a minute late on that one, but he got there, and I sort of told him all week, you're going to hook me off a try, and he did, and I was pretty pleased with that.
Your great combination with Aaron now, you're very comfortable together?
Yeah, I think we're sort of growing as a 9 and a 10, and it's awesome. He's the premier halfback in the world at the moment, and to be playing outside him is a real privilege, and he's just helping my game heaps.
Question I get every week from viewers is how come Liam is such a good goal kicker these days? The accuracy is amazing.
Yeah, it's something that I worked on. I sort of had a bit of feedback then ITM Cup, and my percentage wasn't that high, and I've sort of come into the super season really focused on that, and I've changed a few things and worked really, really hard, and I'm happy that it's paying off.
Is there one key thing? Some people say keeping your head down for longer. Is there something like that?
Yeah, just those little subtleties that I'm working on, and it's sort of a mental game as well out there. It's a lot of pressure, and I think I've been working with our mental skills coach Natalie every week, and it's paying off, and I'm really loving goal kicking at the moment. Even when I have missed, I haven't worried about it, and it's flowed on to my game, and I've sort of just been able to continue on from there and work hard and sort of get the results in the end.
Can see the guys enjoying it too, can't I, from the sideline?
Yeah, hell yeah. It's so much fun out there, and we've got a game plan that suits this team. We don't have too many stars as some other teams do, but we play a real team game and play down the other end, and we just live off turnovers and pressure.
So the Sharks, Brumbies and Chiefs had their respective conferences, but only the team from the Republic have any breathing space. So much so, a semi-final berth is already a near certainty. The Force, Waratahs and Highlanders make up the top 6, but will have those credentials tested in the next few weeks. The Crusaders lead the Chasers after making a gigantic leap up the table, but face the Chiefs after the long trip home, which will test the resolve of their resurgence after picking up 9 points on tour. The Hurricanes Blues match this week will pretty much decide the fate of one of those pretenders to the throne. A loss for the Rebels will also see them cut loose.